Hello guys, NautoAce here. So this is going to be the conclusion of the MmGS E3 2016 special. This year's E3 was interesting, a lot of the news coming out ever since May, of course pre-E3 in my case, all the way to the end of E3 2017. So they showed some game, they showed some surprises, kind of give props to that. Yeah, I mean, the best thing I have to say that I did talk about this before is that Nintendo actually listened with the Metroid fan. Not one, but two Metroids gonna come from Nintendo. Metroid Return, Samus Return, which is a remake of Metroid 2, and Metroid Prime 4 for the Switch gonna come. They said 2018. Super Mario Odyssey showed something interesting. Mario has a different costume, pretty awesome. Hyrule Warriors, well, it's a Musa game. I'll probably get it in the long run. Yeah, of course, Pokemon DX. Kind of sucked that there's no DLC for the Wii U, but I kind of also understand that Nintendo is not supporting the Wii U because Nintendo's strategy has always been the minute they showed a new console, the old console is done. They don't support it. Like the only game that they're supporting it that they have to is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild because they were released simultaneously. But like Mario Kart 8, there have been talk, there have been rumors that like while not doing any updates, we're not doing any DLC. Like if you want to play the new content, buy it on Switch. Same with Pokemon DX. And I did say this before, and a lot of people started to start mad. Some people are mad because you're doing remastered, whoopee. Well, other company does it too, so can't really say that. Two, you just screwed your Wii U fans in this case. Well, it is what it is. I mean, early adopters buying it early, that's what happened. It is what it is. It's the business. They gotta make money. And the thing is, you have to understand that Nintendo felt a lot of the Wii U games that they were so good at sold a lot. Warrior sold a lot, Mario Kart 8, Poké Tournament not so much, Splatoon. But the problem is that the install base is so low in the Wii U. That's what they said, let's give it a second chance. Sony did it with The Last of Us, was a great example. Valkyrie Chronicles Remastered, that's what they're receiving, Final Fantasy 12. A lot of SU Collection Remastered, and the whole point of Remastered, it's kind of cop out, they're doing too much, but at the same time is to give a second chance of game because a lot of people didn't have tried it. Like, would you really buy, let's just say, Mario Kart 8? Would you buy a Wii U just to get Mario Kart 8? They know. Well, give them a chance. They're starting over with a Switch, and there you go. I mean, it would be nice to have backwards compatibility features, but that's right now Nintendo said with the Switch, they don't know how to do it. It's not really meant to be. Kind of BS, but again, it is what it is. Because the Wii U is backwards compatible. I know it's a weird architect, but it's still backwards compatible. Excuse me. So, of course, Microsoft, speaking of backwards compatibility, freaking awesome. They were dedicated to it. They're adding more with the 360 and also with the original Xbox. So maybe finally I get to have a chance to play some of those other Xbox games. So sweet. Sony, like I said, disappointing with their conference. Really, like trailer. I mean, the sad part is that the pre-media before the conference, they showed some good games. They showed Undertale for the PS4. It's Vita, surprisingly. It's sort of an Earthbound game, but I guess Sony's version now. Ni no Kuni Kun finally has a release date, November. Everybody Golf, which is Hotshot Golf. Gran Turismo Sports. It's gonna come in 2017. So that's pretty cool. Then of course other games for third party. Some are good, some are like not really for me. Tessia, whatever. EA, not really so much another game, not really care about it. Ubisoft, on the other hand, I gotta give the prop. If I'm gonna review all the conference, I have to say that even what's better than the Microsoft conference, it's a Ubisoft. Like there was some touching moment, which I understand. People talk about the games. Evolve, what's there as a host? Sadly, I don't know where Aisha Tyler is. I thought she was always there, but I guess she was too busy. Heck, Miyamoto was on the Ubisoft conference, so because they basically revealed Mario plus Rabbit Kingdom Battle, which is it's an XCOM version with Mario and Rabbit. So it has to be different. It can't be a platformer. That doesn't make sense. If you're gonna do that, then nobody's gonna buy that. They're just gonna rather buy Super Mario Odyssey. So like I said, this year it wasn't really like very awesome like last year, but it was good enough that a lot of information come in about the game. People can't wait to play. Same here. Everybody golf, Hacha golf. That'll be interesting. Let's see. God of War, of course, 2018. What else? Horizon Dawn. I heard need to play the original one. Uncharted. Like I said, Super Mario Odyssey. Of course, 3DS game. Samus. Of course, it's a remake of Mario and Luigi being Kingdom. So I don't know why they want to remake that, but whatever. It's based on the first game, but this time with the graphic is based on Dream Team or Paper Jam. And they had another mode called Bowser's Minion, which is basically it's like a side story of what happened. Again, whatever. And the best part from Nintendo is, and I did predict, I said they're gonna announce new amiibo. They did. So after the Smash Brother line, the Pikmin and Splatoon, starting this September is 2 Fire Emblem amiibo from Fire Emblem Warrior, and then 2 for Mario and Luigi plus Bowser's Minion, which is Koopa Troopa and a Goomba. And then, of course, in Super Mario Odyssey, there's 3 amiibo, which is Mario, Bowser, and Peach on their wedding theme. So Mario and Bowser with a top hat, with their tuxedo, pretty cool looking, and Peach in her wedding dress. So, I mean, that's a theme of Odyssey, is that Bowser really wants to marry Peach to control the kingdom. That's always been a cliche thing. There you go. And then by the end of the year in December is the Wave 2 Breath of Fire amiibo, which now featuring the 4 champion. So again, I like amiibo. I'm sick in the head. I'm probably gonna get them. So there'll be new amiibo announcement. So pretty interesting that they actually. I was wondering what else can they do. Well, they showed it. Maybe Mario's not so much popular in the amiibo, but that tuxedos and wedding dress, the wedding theme, that looks interesting. Koopa Troopa and Goomba. Well, I'm not gonna go what's the word? Build troop them. That's what World of Nintendo is about. Oh, I almost forgot also with the Metroid game, which again, finally Nintendo listened. They listened to their fan. Metroid Prime 4 coming 2018, from what I heard. For 2017, Samus Return, Metroid 2. It's a remake of Metroid 2, and that's gonna be a 2-pack amiibo. $30, I think, because the problem is I think they're selling, because each of them they're selling for $15.99 if you separate them. Yeah, some of the amiibos are $16 rather than $13. Some people have said because of the quality and the production of those are like a bit more expensive. So quote unquote they have to compensate on something. So it's $30. It's a dual pack. You get Samus based on her position from the cover from Metroid 2, the Game Boy, and a Metroid. I mean, heck, there's already been World of Nintendo Metroid. They're squishy. So yeah, the amiibo for Metroid, believe it or not, it's also squishy. Like the top part is squishy. So can't wait for that. So, but overall, it wasn't as dynamic as last year, but it is enough to give information what to expect in the future until June of 2018. There's always games for someone, which is good. So there you go. I mean, it wasn't that like dynamic, but it was okay. Like at least Nintendo is finally getting back to the game. They actually were able to show new things, and best of all three companies, the big three, have new IP. They introduced at least one new IP, so that's pretty good. So yeah, that's the conclusion about it. I hope you did enjoy my E3 special. So with that, what's next for both of my channel? Not so much. Unfortunately it's summer, it's too hot. There will be showcase and V-Block, but probably gonna be to a very minimum low, like even lower than usual. Like, it's already been low, but it's gonna be a bit more lower. Apologies. Let's just say other things and time. Alright, so with that, thanks for listening. That's it for now. I'll see you guys later. Bye.